Central bank gold buying trends. A deep dive into March 2024's transactions. Overview of central bank gold purchases in March 2024. Central banks continued their active participation in the gold market in March 2024, demonstrating sustained interest in the asset as a cornerstone of financial stability and confidence. According to the International Monetary Fund, IMF, and other public data sources, central banks reported a net increase of 16 tons (t) in their gold reserves during the month. Monthly gold market dynamics. Consistent demand and transaction details. The demand for gold among central banks remained robust, with monthly gross purchases holding steady at 40 tons. These purchases were partially offset by gross sales amounting to 25 tons, highlighting a dynamic market where central banks are actively managing their gold reserves. Leading buyers in emerging markets. March's transactions were spearheaded by central banks that have consistently been active in the gold market, with major buying activity predominantly seen in emerging markets. The Central Bank of Turkey led the acquisitions with an addition of 14 tons to its gold reserves. It was closely followed by the Reserve Bank of India and the People's Bank of China, both of which have been significant players in the global gold market. Notable increases in gold reserves. The State Oil Fund of the Republic of Azerbaijan, SOFAZ, also reported a noteworthy increase in its gold holdings, with a 3-ton increment recorded from January to March 2024. It is important to note that this increase aligns with an adjustment in reporting standards, now only accounting for gold with a minimum purity of 995-1000. This adjustment does not impact the total amount of gold held as net foreign assets, as recorded in the Bank of Thailand's financial statements. Year-to-date gold reserve changes. Continued strength in buying. The year 2024 has seen continued vigor in gold purchasing by central banks, particularly those from emerging markets. These banks have been the primary drivers of both purchases and sales, underscoring their role in the broader dynamics of the global gold market. Singular developed market activity. Interestingly, the Monetary Authority of Singapore stands out as the only central bank from a developed market that has increased its gold reserves this year. This move signals the diverse strategies employed by different countries in response to global economic conditions. SOFAZ's unique position. SOFAZ is particularly notable as it is the only sovereign wealth fund reported to have augmented its gold holdings, with a total increase of 3 tons year-to-date. This positions SOFAZ uniquely among global sovereign funds, emphasizing its strategic approach to asset diversification and financial security. Conclusion. The strategic role of gold in central banks' reserves. The ongoing activity in the gold market by central banks, especially those from emerging economies, highlights the continued reliance on gold as a strategic reserve asset. These trends not only reflect the economic policies and objectives of individual countries, but also signify broader economic sentiments and strategies at play in global finance. As central banks navigate through 2024, their actions in the gold market will remain a key indicator of their confidence in the stability and security of gold as an essential component of their foreign reserves.